Let's continue. Can you explain how you implemented exception handling in one of your ASP.NET Core applications? Real examples would be appreciated.
Absolutely, exception handling is a crucial part of building reliable applications. I'll share a real example from a finance-based web application I worked on recently. In this application, users could view and download their transaction summaries, invoices, and statements. Everything worked well, until we got reports from users saying, "I'm just getting a blank screen when exporting PDFs." Turns out, exceptions were occurring, but they weren't logged, and the user wasn't shown any meaningful error messages either. That's when we realized our exception handling needed a serious upgrade. Here's how I handled it. Global exception handling middleware. I created a middleware that wrapped the request delegate in a try-catch block. If an exception occurred, it logged the error details and returned a user-friendly message or JSON, depending on the request type. Use exception handler and startup Chia. I configured a fallback to a generic error handler using app.get. Use exception handler. Custom error controller. The error endpoint handled unhandled exceptions. For AP requests, we returned standard JSON responses like "Oh, Wanea. Status 500. Message: an unexpected error occurred. Please try again." New Serilog for login. I integrated Serilog for structured login. We logged exception stack traces, request info and user context, like logged in user ID, which helped during debug. Exception filters for controllers. For specific modules like payments, I added exception filter attribute to catch domain-specific issues. For example, if a third-party payment gateway timed out, we gave users an appropriate message. After implementing this, the support tickets dropped drastically because users now saw useful messages, and we had detailed logs to trace issues. This also helped us during a staging to production bug that only occurred with high-load PDFs as without proper logging, we'd never have found it. So overall, exception handling isn't just about catching errors, it's about observability, user experience, and system resilience.